Hi, my name is Angela and welcome to my 4-floor suite digs. Please take off your shoes, hit the subscribe button, and come on in. I live on the border of Gramercy and Kips Bay with my husband Andrew. We pay $3,750 in rent. I really hesitate to say I think it's worth it for the space in New York, but I think you'll kind of see maybe what I'm talking about. We moved from Hong Kong to New York, so we had our eye on this specific building. We are all over street easy, like salt to pepper, like bread to butter. No, that's not even a thing. The history of this building is super unique. It is a former ice cream factory turned into a brothel, and you'll see these kind of like unique characteristics throughout. Fun fact, there are 2 entrances to this apartment. The front one, as you saw, goes right onto the street. It used to be a loading dock when it was an ice cream factory, and when it was a brothel, it was a private entrance. It has so many unique characteristics, I can't wait to show you. And here is my kitchen. I'm making tomato sauce later. I'm the one that cooks in this household because Andrew, I don't want to say that he can't cook, he can. It's just very basic. When we first started dating, he cooked me our first meal ever, and you know, you're kind of expecting this 3-course meal. It was a chicken breast and sauteed spinach. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said, what? It's all protein. So now I do the cooking, and my favorite thing to cook is shrimp scampi. This is my bathroom. This is the only place in the whole house that has a door, and it's the only place you can ever get a little bit of privacy. It's on the 1st floor, which makes it kind of a pain, especially at night if you have to go. The bedroom is on the 3rd floor. You need to wake up, be careful, go down death-defying stairs, do your business, and then come back up and go to bed. I wish the bathroom was a sanctuary for me, however, it's not. It would be my favorite place to hang out in the house if it was all white, but it's not. It's kind of dark and a little bit small. This is the 2nd floor. The dining table is right behind me, and this is my office. I spend about 50% of the time at my desk and the other 50% of the time at the dining table, so I guess it's all the office. I am a fashion and beauty blogger at Mostly Black on Instagram because I mostly wear black. I cover a lot of the sample sales in New York City, so I'm always looking for a deal. So what we did was we went to West Elm and Crate & Barrel, we found all the things we liked, and then we searched every day on Craigslist for those items until we got them. So the most expensive thing in this apartment is definitely this glass table. It's about 8 feet long by 4 feet, and it weighs 300 pounds. I'm not even joking. I think it retails somewhere between $6,000 to $8,000, but I got it for free off Craigslist. We don't do much hosting in our place because usually I become the only host and Andrew becomes the guest. So the new rule is if we're hosting, we're catering, and catering is just too expensive. These stairs lead to the 3rd floor. Come on up. This is the 3rd floor landing, and up these steps is the 4th floor. This is the living room / guest bedroom. When we originally saw the listing on StreetEasy, the space was completely different. It was all digitally rendered photos, so when we came to see the apartment, it was completely different than what we thought. The biggest surprise was definitely the pink rug on the 4th and 3rd floor. I have to say, I don't mind it. I kind of like it. It's really fun, like a Pepto Pink. We moved from Hong Kong to New York, and we spent 2 months living in hotels. When we had our eye on this specific building, we needed to wait for a unit to open up. Once it did, we were the first people to call the realtor. We had all of our stuff in one big stack and we submitted it right away. I'm originally from Canada and I moved to Hong Kong for 4 years. Back in both Hong Kong and in Canada, actually the landlord pays the broker's fees and you don't. So it's quite a shock to see an extra 15% price tag on top of your rent. Back down to the 3rd floor landing, we call this area the runway. Watch your head, this is an iron beam. It hurts a lot if you hit it. And this is our bedroom. Andrew and I met in Hong Kong on Tinder. We both swiped right. I was his first Tinder date. It was one and done. I wouldn't say it was love at first sight, but I definitely knew we were gonna be together. On our very first date, I walked up the stairs. I saw Andrew looking down at his phone. And in my mind, I said, it's done. The most sentimental thing in my apartment is a book Andrew wrote for me called What I Love About Angela by Andrew. It has 50 things that he loves about me, and I love it because I'm kind of a words person, and here it all is written down. Like 23. I believe the world needs your unique perspective on life. Oh. The space was really challenging to decorate because on its own it's very unique. We have exposed brick, industrial beams, a pink carpet on 2 floors, ladders, and steep stairs, all made out of dark wood. Besides that, Andrew and I have completely different design aesthetics, and the only thing we could agree on was beach house chic. It doesn't exactly translate in this space, but we're hoping when we move to our next place and it's all on one level, everything will come together. My favorite places to get decor inspiration are RH Modern, although I don't live in a mansion, so it's hard to put any of their stuff into my place. ABC Carpet and Home, I think everything is beautiful, albeit a little bit overpriced. And if I'm on a budget, then H&M is perfect for reasonably priced items. My best home find is definitely my 3-piece reclaimed barnwood set from West Elm. I got them from 3 different vendors: my bed frame, my dresser, and my dining table. And all from Craigslist! The next thing I would look for in an apartment is definitely natural light. There's only one window on the 3rd floor, so it means the 1st and 2nd floor don't really get light. The 4th floor gets a little bit of light. And since we have blackout curtains, it's kind of like living in an eternal darkness. I cover a lot of the sample sales in New York City, and I often get asked, where do you put all your shopping? Well, I have 5.5 closets. This is one of them, and here we have another closet, and this is closet number 3. This is closet 4, that's closet 5, and this is closet 5.5. I know a lot of people are curious about what's inside people's closets. I'm happy to show you mine, but it's not Marie Kondo's. So I like to organize everything with my shoes up at the top. I have bags over here that are flat, and then I've tried to organize things by color and commodity all the way through here. Andrew is definitely the organized one between the two of us. I think I'm causing him anxiety. He actually said to me the other day, we need to clean. And I said to him, don't you dare use the C word with me. So yeah, I'm kind of the method to the madness, and he's the one who's neat and tidy. It's really hard to decide on my favorite part of the apartment. There are so many spaces that I love. I probably spend the least amount of time in the living room. I obviously sleep, so I spend a lot of time in the bedroom. I spend a lot of time in the office, and I still can't decide which is my favorite, to be honest. Thanks for stopping by what I like to call the hamster cage. For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.